Welcome to Rita's Review, bringing awareness to different crimes in our communities across the world, old and new. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and share. Now let's tune in to Rita's Review. Buffalo is the second largest city in the state of New York and has a population of 278,000 people. On Saturday, May 14th, 2022, an 18-year-old white male entered Tops Market on Jefferson Avenue in Buffalo to commit a heinous attack on what was a beautiful afternoon. 13 total victims, 10 who lost their lives that day, and others who were injured and barely escaped the supermarket. An attack which has been called a hate crime. Shopping for groceries but never making it back home for dinner. Praying for the victims, for the survivors and their families. Praying for Buffalo. Praying for my city of good neighbors. After shooting multiple innocent people outside of Tops, he continued on with his planned attack, shooting out the front windows of the store, trying to shoot at the security guard, engaging in gunfire with the guard. He was not taken down by this gunfire due to his heavy body armor and tactical gear, dressed in military-style clothing. Our community will never be the same. He visited the store back in March of 2022. Allegedly, he wrote a 180-page document detailing the plans of his attack and reasoning. Details showed a drawn-out diagram of the supermarket's layout, different streets, and locations around Buffalo where he planned to attack more citizens. He had a conversation with a patron outside the store the day before the attack. He knew where the guard would be stationed in the store and planned to circle the store twice. Boredom drew him to websites like Twitch, 4chan, and Discord, where he became awakened with hate-filled forums, white supremacy, the great race theory, and protecting the white race from extinction. Most of his victims were elderly and probably not in the reproducing stages of their lives. Ages range from 86 to 32 years old. The city of Buffalo, again, will never be the same. Let's remind everyone that he drove over 3 hours from Conklin to Buffalo to commit a racially motivated crime. His parents, Paul and Pamela, must have not been alarmed by the various packages, no red flags, when he purchased ammunition, tactical gear, and illegal accessories for mass destruction.
This is part of our neighborhood and where we live, and it could have been at the grocery store right down the street.
Nearly 200 miles away from the deadly mass shooting in Buffalo, neighbors in Conklin are seeing the investigation unfold in their backyard.
The suspect was able to obtain a legal assault weapon at Vintage Firearms after making threats to his high school, Susquehanna Valley Central, getting a gun from his dad, and stating his future would consist of murder.
Investigators set up a tent and entered the parents' home of Peyton Gendron. Multiple police vehicles coming and going throughout the day.
I've never seen anything like this in my life, so this is quite incredible to see this. It's heartbreaking for everybody. Both just looked at each other and said, well, not from this neighborhood, maybe somewhere else down in Conklin.
A message from Superintendent Roland Doig from Susquehanna Valley Central High School.
Hey, you're a coward. Quiet. Come on.
Nonviolence begins with me. Prayers for Buffalo.